Audio Tunes.
It's about empowerment. It's about encouragement. It's about inspiration. It's about motivation. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ricardo Bryan, and welcome to Gear Up 2021, a moment where we pause for just 1 hour to try to give doses of encouragement and inspiration and tips to challenge our young Black men in our society to step up, to gear up, to level up, and to become all that they can be. So what do you do right now? Grab the kids, share this Facebook feed, share the YouTube link, let everybody know that Gear Up 2021 is on right now. You are in for a treat. You are in for an inspiration. In fact, this moment in time, do not lose the opportunity to make the change and to be the change you want to be in our society. 1 year ago today, a group of men, or 1 year ago this month, a group of men decided to answer the call of history. It was a moment that required a response with the backdrop of the pandemic and the face of racial tension. The question was asked, how do we change this reality? Or do we become the change that we want to be? That was the genesis of Raising Black Men Mentoring Program. Today, as you tune in for Gear Up 2021, you will hear from some of the wonderful young men who we've been mentoring over the past year. We've been blessed and privileged to be mentoring, as well as some mentors who have been serving alongside mentoring them. It is Gear Up 2021. Glad to have you aboard. Again, share this and spread this all around your network. It's Gear Up 2021. Let me now invite Imprint to sing the Black National Anthem for us. Here they are.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let all rejoicing rise. High as the listening skies, let it resound. taught us, sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun, let us march on to victory is won.
The voices of Imprint, young men lifting up the Black National Anthem in musical tribute to our history, to our culture. Raising Black Men Mentoring Program. Many of you have asked, what is RBM? Well, in a phrase, RBM, our mission is to empower our sons, to uplift our brothers, to engage our community, and to impact our world. Again, it is to empower our sons. It is to uplift our brothers. It is to engage our community. And in fact, it is to impact our world. That's who we are. That's what we are. It is a mentoring program that is geared and designed to help change the trajectory of many young Black men in our society. We believe that they should not keep remaining a statistic, but they should live up to the every ultimate potential, God-given potential of who they are. This moment in history, we believe, requires for Black men to step up and to mentor and guide our young Black men in our society. So RBM is responding to that call of history to move our Black young men from being endangered and to be empowered men of standard. We pride ourselves on these pillars. That is to be accessible, to be available, to be reliable, and to allow our young men or mentees a space to be vulnerable. So join us together as we raise our young Black men and help us to be the change that we want to see. In our program today, it is our intention to share with you what has been happening in RBM over this past year. Many of you have seen the flyers where we've been meeting once a month. Many of you have wondered, and many of you have given to our cause, and to which we are very grateful. Many of you have signed up your own sons, your grandsons, your nephews, your brothers to be a part of this. Today, you will hear from some of them. Today, you will see finally what we've been doing. For the most part, we've been doing it outside of the public eye in protecting our young men. But today, you will see who they are, many of them, and you'll hear from their own voices. Again, share this link, share this live to everyone that you know can benefit from RBM. We'll have some powerful speakers who will be here to challenge your son, to give them a tip or two to take them through this year of uncertainty that is ahead. Indeed, I want to bring you in now for something that we do every last Sunday as we do RBM. We do something where we gather our young men and we have a declarative affirmation declaring who we are. Now let's invite this young, talented young man, my son, Nathan William James Bryan, to say that for you as we have an affirmation of all the young men every time we come together. I am. Nathan, over to you.
Hi, I'm Nathan Bryan, and I am awesome. I am amazing. I am talented. I am smart. I am brilliant. I am loved. I am disciplined. I am focused. I am healthy, and I am attractive, and I am blessed. Goodbye.
Thanks so much, Nathan. So yes, that's what we do. We affirm for our young men to say this every time we meet. And not just to say it when we meet, but to become it, to say it so often that they know who they are. When the world tells them everything else that's negative, we have been inculcating in our young men that attitude of greatness, who they are. I am awesome. I am amazing. I am talented. I'm brilliant. I'm smart. I am disciplined. I am focused. I am healthy. I'm attractive. And I am blessed. That's the I am. And if your sons are not saying that, just let them start saying that today. Who you are. I am awesome. I'm amazing. I am brilliant. I'm talented. I'm smart. I am disciplined. I am focused. I'm healthy. I'm attractive. And I am blessed. That's what our young men do every Sunday when they come, every last Sunday when they come and gather for our RBM mentoring program. They affirm that. They declare that. And it is our hope that that will be so instilled in them that they know that's who they are. So again, that was Nathan William James sharing that with you. Again, ensure that tonight, today, your young men like RBMers are saying that, because it's more than what they are, what they're saying, it's who they are. Welcome again, everyone, to Gear Up 2021. It is our moment of empowerment, of inspiration, of encouragement, of motivation for all our young men as they take on this year of school that is ahead. With the uncertainty, we believe these next few moments will be one. So stand by. And by the way, let me let you know, coming up soon, we're going to be having a game, Kahoot. So you need to go to your app and download Kahoot. All right. And you'll be able to win some gift cards giving away later on in the program. So download the app. Kahoot is coming up later on in the program. But before that, we'll be sharing some amazing speakers with you. At this moment, those of you who've been wondering, what have you guys been up to, Ricardo? Tell us. It's been a year since RBM has been around. Show us what you've been up to. Well, it's our pleasure right now to let you know, to bring you behind the scenes of RBM and to show you what has been happening over this 1 year of existence since we've launched Raising Black Men Mentoring Program. Take a look.
Entertainment.
It's about upliftment. It's about encouragement. It is about empowerment. It is about you and the young men in your life. Good afternoon. Welcome to the very first event of Raising Black Men Mentoring Program. And we call this Gear Up 2020. And we've arrived at the moment, we've arrived at the time. My name is Yes, so that's what we've been up to all this time. Yep, your boys who've been around with us, your young men, correction, who've been around with us for the past year. That's what we've been able to do, sharing with them life, sharing with them great experiences from folks who have been with us, visiting with us, and sharing all a part of Raising Black Men Mentoring Program. It's about fun. It's about laughter. It's about showing our young men examples of success, examples of achievement, of men looking just like them. And today, as I tell you, share this because coming up, we're going to be having so many inspirational speakers that you want to hear. Dr. Lorna Booker will be coming on, Jeff Goburn, Dr. Maurice Cassell, and Donovan Mitchell Sr., that's the father of the NBA star Donovan Mitchell, will also be coming on to share with us. It will all going to be such fun. In fact, for your Kahoot code, make a note of this code to get onto Kahoot is 5304651. Again, download Kahoot or go to the website www.kahoot.it and download it because we're going to have a game later. The code is 5304651. If you answer some questions, you'll be able to win some gift cards if you get the questions correct, okay? It's about empowerment, it's about fun, it's about encouragement. It's what we do, it's what the young men do when they be a part of our Raising Black Men Mentoring Program. Good evening to all of those of you tuning in via YouTube, via Facebook page, or via our RaisingBlackMen.org website. Coming up now, I would love to introduce you to the brothers who came beside me, came alongside to be a part of this mentoring program. This is not a one-man band by no stretch of the imagination, any stretch of the imagination. This is not Ricardo Bryan's mentoring program. It is a Raising Black Men mentoring program with a team of very accomplished men who have stepped up to mentor your sons, your brother, your nephew, your grandson, that young man in your life. Here, may I introduce to you the mentors of RBM.
Hi, my name is Wayne Elliott. I'm an executive director with JP Morgan Chase Bank in Westchester County, New York. I'm happy to be a mentor with the Raising Black Men Mentorship Program, and I stand ready to help mentor your son or the young man in your life to become the successful man he is destined to be. So sign up to be mentored today, and together, let's be the change we want to see.
Hi, my name is Vaughn Walters, and I work in the oil and gas industry as a marketing and communication consultant, and I'm excited to be a part of RaisingBlackMen.org. I'm ready to help mentor the young man in your life, whether it be your son, your cousin, your brother, your nephew, whoever it is. I'm ready to help them become the successful man that they're destined to be. So sign up today for mentorship, and together, let's be the change that we want to see.
Hi, my name is Reggie Wright. I work for a local law enforcement agency in the state of New Jersey, in the administrative division, where I have the privilege and the honor of going into the school system each and every day teaching the character development curriculum to over 610 students from elementary school throughout the high school. I'm here as one of the mentors for Raising Black Men. I want you to go to RaisingBlackMen.org, RaisingBlackMen.org. If you know of a young black boy between the ages of 9 and 19, please register him for Raising Black Men. We want to help teach, train, shape, and form these young black boys as they grow into adulthood. We want to see young men, young black men grow up to be a vital asset to our community. Thank you. I look forward to connecting with you.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Roger Ball, and I am an assistant principal in the New York City Department of Education. It is said that when you get, you should give. When you learn, you should teach. Well, I have gotten much, and I've learned quite a bit. And that's why I am signing up to be a mentor and a part of the Raising Black Men initiative. I'm super excited. So because I have gotten much, because I've learned a lot, and because I've been mentored time and time again, that's why I am signing up to this amazing initiative. Join us. I look forward to meeting you in the coming weeks and months. Thank you.
Hi,
My name is Jeff Goldburn. I'm a sales executive for a med device company here in New York, and I'm so excited and proud to be part of the Raising Black Men Mentorship Program. I stand ready, willing, and able to help mentor your son, brother, nephew, whomever that young man is that you feel could benefit from this program to help them become the man that they're destined to be. So if you know of someone, please sign up at raisingblackmen.org and help us help them become the change that we want to see. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Hi, my name is Dwight Cameron. I'm the Director of Pricing and Performance for Dow Jones. I'm happy to be a mentor with Raising Black Men Mentorship Program, and I stand ready to help mentor your son, your brother, your nephew, your grandson, or any young man in your life to become the successful man he is destined to be. So sign up to be mentored today, and together let's be the change we want to see. God bless.
I'm Clyde Eady. I live in Clifton, New Jersey. I am an executive chef. I am proud to be part of the mentoring program RaisingBlackMen.org, and I would encourage everyone who have sons up to the age of 19 who are single parents or nephews or cousins to join the program. I'm sure that there are a set of men like me who are more than capable in helping raise the black men in this time and age.
Hello, I'm Dr. Maurice Cassell. I'm a behavioral health specialist and therapist. Listen, I am so excited to be a mentor with the Raising Black Men Mentorship Program. I want you to know today that I stand ready to come alongside you in helping to mentor the man that is in your life. So listen, go ahead and sign up today. One more time. Go ahead and sign up today. One more time. Go ahead and sign up today so we can all be the change that we want to see.
Hello, I'm Bishop Dr. Yutan Lang, and I am a medical doctor, a family doctor to be precise. And I am so happy to be a mentor with Raising Young Black Men Mentorship Program. And I stand ready, and I'm excited to mentor your son, your brother, your grandson, and all the young men to become successful, the successful man he is destined to be. It's really an exciting time because we know that we can be help. So sign up to be mentored today, and together let us, make the change that you want to see in your life. Thank you.
Hey, what's up? I'm Dr. A.J. Daly, and I'm an architectural manager for a top consulting firm. I'm also the Youth Ministries Director for the Northeast Region Church of God of Prophecy. And I am honored to be a mentor in the Raising Black Men Mentorship Program. I stand by ready to help mentor your son, your brother, your nephew, the young man in your life to be the successful man he is destined to be. Now, what I need you to do is to go to raisingblackmen.org and sign up to be mentored today. And together, let's be the change that we want to see in this world.
And I am Ricardo Bryan, one of the mentors here at Raising Black Men Mentoring Program. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, those of you joining in, an entire team of accomplished black men who are standing by waiting to help mentor your son, your grandson, your nephew, your cousin, your younger brother. 9 to 19, we're here. In fact, we have a 6-year-old are part of the mentoring program, young Elijah Adams, and you're going to hear from him also later on. This is what we've been doing, and these are who we have been a part of. Right now, let me welcome one of our mentors to just tell you a few things of how we have been engaging our young men. Here is mentor Jeff Goldburn to speak with you. Hi, Jeff. Over to you, Jeff. Jeff, we're not hearing you a little clear. Let me see if we can test your if you hear sound. Let me try it again. Behind the scenes, are we picking up Jeff? I'm not getting him at all. Are you hearing him, producer, Dr. AJ? No sound at all coming from Jeff. All right, we're not getting any sound from Jeff, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring back Jeff as we fix the sound for him as Jeff comes back. But right now, I need to bring someone on, one of our speakers, as we fix the sound with Jeff there. One of our speakers is here to speak with you. And he is one of this man that I've met in my community, in the neighborhood. And I wanted you all tuning in at this time to hear from him. He is known as one of New Jersey's favorite kids docs. He has been named and voted one of New Jersey's favorite kids docs by New Jersey Magazine multiple times. He has been listed as one of New Jersey's top doctors. He is an established and accomplished pediatrician. He's a graduate of Tufts University School of Medicine. He's a resident here of New Jersey, and he is someone that I want our young men to meet. Will you bring him on the screen for me right now? Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce you to none other than my brother, our pediatrician for the family, Dr. Larney Booker. Hey, Doc, how you doing?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Perfectly clear, Doc.
Outstanding. Good afternoon or good evening, everyone. It is an honor to actually be here with RBM today. When Ricardo asked me to speak, I was super excited for the opportunity to just speak to young men who look like me, and to provide you with a little bit of insight in terms of how you can gear up and get started on a good year for 2021. So I'm going to come to you from the standpoint of from a health standpoint. And I'm a very concrete person. So when I think of things, I like to relate to things that are understood by a lot of different people. So I want all the young men on this call and all the people on the call to think of themselves as a car. And you can be any car you want. If you want to be a Tesla, if you want to be a 64 Chevy, if you want to be a BMW, whatever car it is that you like, I want you to see yourself as the person driving that car. All right. So after a long day of driving around, cars need to rest. Engines need to rest. The engine needs to cool down. You need to make sure all the fluid levels are appropriate. So for all my students on here, I need you to be sure you are getting the proper rest each night. I need you to rest at least 8 hours at night. That means asleep, not getting ready to fall asleep, not getting ready to get up, but actually getting 8 hours of rest. That's what your body needs to recharge. All right. That's just the same way car engines need to cool down. Now, in addition to that sleep, I need you to get ready for sleep in the right manner. So a lot of my patients, myself included, when my kids were small, we got you ready by putting you in a quiet room, putting you in a dark room, maybe reading a story or playing some soft music so that your body relaxed enough that you could fall into a very comfortable sleep. So for you now, as 9-year-olds to 19-year-olds, I know there's TVs, there's video games, there's cell phones, there's Snapchat, there's TikTok, there's IG, there's the DM. Well, if you are doing a number of those things that you're trying to get your body to relax, if you're talking about your favorite sports team, it's talking about the game you just played, well, you're charging your heart rate up. You're charging your energy up. I need you to be doing the exact opposite when you're getting ready to go to bed. Bring your energy level down. Find something that's going to be soothing for you. Read a book. Find something that'll just kind of get you into a little bit of a mode or a rhythm. Play music that is more melodic than necessarily a lot of words. So use those cues to kind of get your body to wind down. Professional athletes do this all the time. So LeBron James, when the game ends, the first thing he tries to do is to get his heart rate down, to get himself ready in a position to relax and get himself ready to rest. So I need you to use that, what we call sleep hygiene. Get your body in the right space in order for you to go to sleep. All right. Now in the morning, this car, you're going to get out to drive this car. Well, the car has to have fuel. Car can't go anywhere if it's not properly charged or doesn't have the proper fuel. All right. So I need you to start the morning with food. Okay, now I recognize that as students, you get up for school. Many of my high school students, you guys are up at 6 o'clock in the morning. And a lot of people's stomachs just are not settled at that time of the morning to put a big breakfast in you. I don't need you to eat a lot. Your brain needs two things medically. Your brain needs protein and your brain needs sugar. All right. So I need you to put something in your body that will provide your brain with those nutrients. Okay. Now, when I say protein, that could be anything from meats to nuts to dairy, or some substitute for dairy into your system. Okay. That could be eggs. That could be beans. When I say food, it does not necessarily have to be breakfast food. If you are a person who wants to eat dinner food in the morning, so be it. That's perfectly fine. But I want you to put the right things in your body to get you to stimulate your brain and wake you up for your day. When I say sugars, that means carbohydrates. Now, you can't just run on sugars. Sugars will burn off very quickly and you will suddenly crash and burn. But if you put them in conjunction with a protein, that's very helpful. So your muffins, your waffles, your pancakes, your cereals, your fruit juices in the morning. That's why people eat bacon and eggs. It's a combination of protein, bacon, eggs, and toast. People eat grits. All those things together are combinations of good proteins and carbohydrates because they work symbiotically. Okay. And then lastly, hydrate. You have to make sure you have enough fluid on board. In the course of a day, you're supposed to drink 8-ounce glasses of water or fluid. So it doesn't have to all be water, but you need to make sure you're hydrated. If you're driving the car and it doesn't have enough water in the engine will overheat. The car will break down. All right. So you need to make sure you're getting enough to drink. An easy way to check that is when you pee. If your pee is gold or really dark, you are not drinking enough. You need to make sure. That's an easy way for you to check every day. Everyone gets up first thing in the morning and goes to the bathroom. Use that as a measure to know if you got enough fluid in the day before. All right. So now you let the engine rest. You've put fuel in the tank. You're ready to get in the car and you're ready to go. Well, when you get in the car, you don't just turn the car on and drive off. You got to make sure your seats are nice and comfortable, that the mirrors are positioned correctly, that you're at the proper distance to the gas and the steering wheel. So get yourself organized. So for you as students, make sure you have all the things you need for your day. Make sure your assignments are in the proper location. Make sure if you've got practice for band or sports or theater, that you have all the things that you need and that they're sitting somewhere where you can easily access them. If you don't, you get up in the morning, you start to run around. All right. If you're running around, that creates stress. That stress doesn't allow you to function at an optimal level. So what you want to do for your own mental health is make sure you have everything prepared ahead of time and in a location where you know it's going to be when you're ready to walk out the door first thing in the morning. Okay. So now you're ready to drive the car. You've gotten yourself situated. You've got to know where you're going. So you can turn on Google, you can turn on Waze, but you got to know where you're going. And so for you as a student, that means set your goals for the day. Know what assignments you're handing in. Know what period they need to be ready. Have a roadmap for your day so that you have the proper course and direction throughout the course of the day. Know what you need to study for. Know when your deadlines are coming. So that allows you to, again, properly plan your calendar. All these things reduce your stress. All these things reduce your stress. When I say health, I don't just mean physical health. I also mean mental health. And our mental health has been challenged tremendously during this pandemic, and it continues to be. School is not what you're used to it being, although it's significantly better than it was a year ago. So get yourself prepared for your day so that you can avoid a lot of your stresses. So now you're driving the car, you're on your way, and unfortunately we hit traffic. Everybody hates traffic. We don't even know why the traffic's there, but it's there. And so those are obstacles put in your path that you have to then navigate, smoothly and with a level head as you go through your day. So how do you avoid traffic? You avoid that by not procrastinating. Don't put things off. If you know you have something that's due on Wednesday, don't wait till Tuesday night to start doing it. Give yourself enough time. Give yourself enough plan, because as you procrastinate, other things build up. The traffic builds up. It bogs down. Nothing's moving, because it can be overwhelming when you have a number of things due around the same time. And then what happens is you get them done, but not to the best of your ability. Give yourself enough time to get your work done. Give yourself enough space to put your best effort forward with the things that you're going to be doing. And you know what that's going to happen is that you're going to be allowed to navigate past this traffic, and then navigate past the slow traffic. You're going to be in the fast lane. So all those students who didn't prepare themselves and all those students who are procrastinating, you will slide past them. Your performance will be better. You'll be in the left-hand lane, hitting your horn, boop, boop, as you roll past, okay? So make sure you don't push things off into the last minute so that you don't get bogged down. Now, even the best cars break down. Things happen. You're driving, you hear a weird sound, a flat tire, your check engine light comes on. What do you do in that instance? That's a sign that you need help. That's a sign that you need to get a service check. So in that same vein, when you're in school, you're going to be in class and not understand something. Something's going to be a little confusing. You might take a test that you didn't do very well on. What do you do in that moment? You go see the mechanic. You check in with your teachers. Okay, that's what they're there for. You go and ask for help. There's never a problem asking for help. The greatest strength is knowing when you need it and being smart enough to say, hey, this is beyond me at this moment. Check in with your teachers. Most schools, especially for your older kids, you all have days where your teachers are there after hours. In this space that we have, we also have, virtual space where your teachers may be more available for additional hours. Take advantage of that opportunity. Don't wait until the car is completely broke down before you go to get help. Don't wait till it's by the side of the road and it can't be salvaged before you go to get help. So when the first sign of trouble, the first sign of that check engine light comes on, the first time the car wobbles, or the first time the tire seems a little deflated, go and get checked. Go and get it checked. If you do these things, if you make sure you rest, you eat, you're organized, you set goals and have a roadmap for your day, you avoid procrastinating, and you check in with your teachers, you're going to have an awesome, awesome year. I challenge each student on here to be your very best. So as for black men, we don't have the luxury of not being our very best. We do not have the luxury of giving half the effort, okay? Excellence is a habit. You have to develop excellent habits. You have great mentors here in RBM, and I want you to take advantage of them. But challenge yourself to be your best. Challenge yourself by taking if you're taking regular classes, take the advanced or honors classes. If you're taking honors classes, take an AP classes. If you're taking AP classes, take college level classes. Do not be afraid to challenge yourself with difficult work, because that will prepare you for your next phase. Again, it's been an honor to talk to you today. I look forward to future engagement with the group, if permitted. And I wish everybody a blessed day. Back to Ricardo.
Thank you so much, Doc. You really doled out some important information. Rest, eat, organize, set goals. In fact, one of the things Doc just hit us with was the greatest strength is to know when you need help and ask for it. Well, that's why I asked him for everybody to join us today, because we needed such advice and such information. Dr. Larnie Booker, everyone, MD, and of course, Dr. the kids' favorite doctor here in New Jersey. Thanks very much. That's the type of advice, that's the type of information your young men receive when they sign up for mentoring at Raising Black Men Mentoring Program. So one more time, if you're watching and you want your son to be a part of this, go over to raisingblackmen.org, and we help us be the change that you want to see in your life. That was Dr. Larnie Booker. Still ahead, we have to come Jeff Goborn, Dr. Maurice Cassell, and Donovan Mitchell Sr. Yep, that's the father of the NBA star Donovan Mitchell. I know they'll come next. But remember, those of you who want to be on Kahoot, you have the number. Want to scroll the number for them to see for me, Dr. AJ. Download the app, sign up, get it. Kahoot code is 5304651. I got that right? 5304651. Okay, let's keep it rolling. It is my pleasure to introduce you to some of our mentees coming from Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Florida, North Carolina, right here in New York, New Jersey, in the Tri-State area. Our mentees speak.
I'm Adnak from Massachusetts, and I'm happy to be part of RBM because I'm able to be in the same room with other young black men and to be able to be in the same room with my mentors from many different career paths, from entrepreneurship to sports and even medicine. That's why I'm happy to be an RBM.
Hi, my name is Austin Williams. I currently live in Maryland, and I'm here to talk about what Raising Black Men has done for me so far. My favorite takeaways from Raising Black Men were when the mentors came in and talked about their experiences growing up as a young black man in America and the people who helped them along the way. The people who helped them along the way were more like their father figures when they didn't have a father in their life. And it really inspired me. Although I have a father, I love their stories. What I have taken away from Raising Black Men is that as long as you work for it, you can have anything you want.
Hey guys, it's Zachary, and one way RBM has helped me is for my sports and schoolwork. It has made me better doing those things, having a better mindset going towards those things. Another reason why it helped me is because the mentors, they helped me having a better mindset and give me tips for like what to do better. And yeah, for having their advice, it has helped me.
Hi, I'm Daniel. I'm 14. I live in Arizona. And recently I just started high school. I think I'd be doing everyone a favor and saying that RBM has meant a lot to us. It's not just a meeting you come on to for an hour and leave. It's life-changing. It's advice you would have probably never gotten anywhere else. RBM means a lot to me, a whole bunch of a lot. Growing up, I've never had a father figure within my life. He left when I was pretty young. It's always been me, my brother, and my mom. RBM has allowed me to get advice from black men and black youth that I would never had gotten in my lifetime, actually. I get to come on monthly and learn a lot of stuff, how to take care of myself as a black man, my future as a black man, and how I can grow as a black man. All three things I probably would have never learned without RBM.
Hello everyone. Living in a pandemic is very challenging, but because of RBM, I can still remain positive. I just wanted to say a quick thank you to all my mentors. I'm really looking forward to more meetings with you.
You heard from them. Yes, those are young men, and we are the blessed ones to have had the privilege to be mentoring these wonderful young men. You see them for yourselves. We're learning so much from them. Sign up your sons today to be a part of raisingblackmen.org. Right now, let me go straight to the fun time. That's where we're going, guys, to let's go straight to our mentor, Jeff, to tell us a little about what he's been doing, a part of the mentoring program, and how the experience been for him. Jeff, over to you, bro. Let me hear if your sound is good now.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
There you go, Jeff.
All right.
Okay. Second time is a charm. Over to you, Jeff.
Cool. Thanks, Ricardo. I appreciate it. And good evening, everybody. I just want to take a really quick minute just to talk about what this experience has been for me this past year. We started this RBM, as we talked about before. We started it obviously during a pandemic. So obviously we had that particular challenge. But when I was presented with this opportunity and took a look at what this program was about, it was definitely something I wanted to jump all into. If you look at the mentors that we have about 15 mentors in total. And if you look at the backgrounds, we run the gamut on, whether it's business executives, marketing executives, doctors, educators, law enforcement, former professional athletes, you name it. We have we pretty much run the gamut as far as the diverse backgrounds. But the common denominator that you have when you speak to any of these mentors is the fact that we all had someone at some point that poured into us growing up, whether it was a family member, a teacher, a coach. There was someone that poured into us and gave us that time. And so what we want to do is give that back to our community, And if you look at the backgrounds and if you look at the people that signed up and you hear some of the testimonials from some of those mentees, that's what we've been able to do. One of the things I like to say is, if you were going in to take a test and you had the opportunity to speak to someone that took that test, wouldn't you take that opportunity? Because that's basically what we are. We might not have all the right answers, but we've taken the test before. We were 12, we were 15, we were in high school, we were getting ready for college at some point. And so what we can do is we can help direct you in the right direction to go. And so that's been our goal, and that's what we've been doing. I firmly believe in the program, so much so that I've asked one of the mentors to mentor my son. And I am completely involved with my son, but I felt as though having a mentor, having another voice that they can speak to, someone that's of like mind and like background, obviously, having that relationship and that those conversations would definitely be helpful moving forward. So again, if you know of someone between the ages of 9 and 19 that could benefit from it, as we mentioned before, whether it's a neighbor, whether it's a family member, whoever it is, please sign up. Because of the pandemic, we were pretty restricted the last year, but now that things are starting to open up a little bit, we have some plans. We have some things that go on, where we be able to do things more face-to-face over the next coming weeks and coming months. So I'm extremely excited about what's to come. So please, if there's someone in your life that could benefit for it, please go over to raisingblackmen.org, sign up, and help us help them become the change that we want to see. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Jeff Goburn. That's one of our mentors, Jeff Goburn there, letting you know how he has been involved and how we have approached our young men. All right. Are you ready for the game? Are you ready for Kahoot? Are you ready? Well, it's time for Kahoot. Time to get your code 5304651. Right after Kahoot, we're going to be hearing from Donovan Mitchell Sr., who's going to be challenging our young men. But right now, we have some giveaways. Remember, there's some important words you've been saying. Hope you listen to them very carefully. Remember, we want to be the change you want to see. And also hope you remember the number of mentors that we have. Do you? All right, time for the game. Let's go over to our game master extraordinaire.
Man, I've been waiting for this moment. This is such an exciting moment. I mean, this is where we actually get to give stuff away, right? And I believe it's like $50 gift cards. All right, I see some people still logging in. So in about 5 seconds, we're going to start this. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. I hope you've been paying attention. I hope you've been paying attention. We're about to start this right now. Yes, let's go. All right. RBM Gear Up 2021, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Quiz first question. Now, I know that this is a test, but let's see how it goes. All right. Raising black. Whoa, what is that word? What is in black? What is that missing word? What is that missing word? Going down. Come on, give your answers. Come on. I see 4 answers. Come on. Come on. Oh, boy. Here we go. Here I see answers. Yes, they're coming in. They're coming in. And yes, we have our answer. All right. We need to figure out who that one is, but we will see that in a few seconds. Let's go to the next one. All right. All right. Okay. That was Daniel. All right, Daniel, you got that one. Let's go. Next question. All right. What team is the current NBA champions? Come on. Is it the New York Knicks? The Golden Stats. Whoops, I guess that means that it's not them. Hint, hint. All right. And what about Milwaukee Bucks or Phoenix Suns? Come on, let's go. Let's go. I see the answers coming in. Come on, who's next to get a gift card? All right. Yep, that's correct. Milwaukee Bucks. All right. And it seems like Daniel, you've been taken down. The Big Deal has taken the lead. All right. Next question. The Big Deal is now in front. All right. RBM held its first event on this date. Let me see. I believe this is our anniversary. That was a hint. Our anniversary. So, let's see. This is the year 2021. Oh, my goodness. Come on, give your answers. We're waiting.
This is a good one.
Come on.
This is a good one.
We're missing one more person. Come on. Who's got that answer? Who's got that answer?
Let's see.
Hey, that's correct, ladies and gentlemen. 1 year ago, it was this month on September 19th. And who's in the lead? All right, the next question. All right, we'll find that one out. All right. What New York team won the baseball championship in? You got to ask your parents. We do history here as well. Ask your parents. Which one did this? Ask your brothers. Search the internet. Do what you got to do. Now, you got to pay attention to the answers. Is it the Yankees? No, it's not the Yankees. I'll tell you that one. Is it the New York Giants? Well, they play, I believe it's football. Is it the New York? We got to figure out that one. Come on, I need 2 more answers. 2 more answers, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more answers. Oh, I think we're going to get it. I think we're there. We need one more person. One more person. Come on, we're waiting on you. Give that answer.
Going once.
Oh my goodness. Come on, that one person. Are you still looking up on the internet? Come on. You gotta get that answer. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. We're waiting. Oh man, we can't do this long. Come on. All right, you know what? I'm gonna give you 10 more seconds and that's it. 10 more seconds, then we're moving on. 6 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hey! Wow, all right, cool. And who got this one? I don't know who we're taking so long to get, but Daniel again? Daniel, you are okay. I'm winner. Let's go. Next question is this. Our mentor, Jeff Colburn, just mentioned something to us. He mentioned the number of mentees. All right, mentors. All right, mentors. Oh, you know what? I'm going to give you guys this one because guess what? That means we have to add, I think, another 3 more. That was a hint. We had to add another 3 more because I guess we've been growing so big. Is that right, Ricardo?
Yeah.
We've been growing. All right, so come on. That number is, I'll give you this one. This one is going to be 12. So go ahead, click your answers. It's 12. I'll give you this one. All right. Come on, 15. Let's go. That one person is waiting. All right. It is 12. The answer is 12. All right. We have, wait, who's in? Okay. Daniel, you're still in the lead. Woo. All right. Let's go to the next one. All right. Final question, ladies and gentlemen.
Final question.
Our host, Ricardo Bryant, repeats this phrase, right? He repeats this phrase, and it's been mentioned in every video, and it is something that he wants us all to remember. Is it each one teach one? Is it change everyone as you go? Is it be the change you want to see? Is it be the man you want to be? Woohoo! Yes, with an overwhelming. All right, answer is be the man you want to be, the change you want to be. And Ashton came back and took it. Second place, we have Elijah. Oh, wait. And our winner is Daniel. Listen, man, that was great. Thank you guys so very much for playing. All right, Elijah, Daniel, and Ashton, you guys are our winners. Stay tuned. Back to you, Brother Ricardo.
Thank you so much, Quiz Master, Game Master. There's congrats to Ashton, to Daniel, and Elijah. You just won yourselves some gift cards, courtesy of a Raising Black Men Mentoring Program, and for all those who have been donating and contributing to our initiative to be the change that we want to see. All right, here we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, right now, it's our pleasure to introduce to you our next speaker. We invited him here because we thought you want to hear from him. Yes? Here we go. Well, here's the introduction from our mentor, Reggie.
RBM family, how you doing? This is Reggie Wright. I want to introduce to you today Donovan Mitchell Sr. He is our special guest for today. He works with the Mets, and he is a man of great character. Please tune in and listen to Donovan Mitchell as he explains how character has helped him not only as a player, but as a front office employee. Once again, Donovan Mitchell Sr. Thank you.
Mitchell, thanks so much for taking the time.
What's going on, man?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
I'm, I apologize to everybody because I am actually sitting in my car. I coach a baseball team and we were playing and I was like, we're playing. It looked like we were going to extra innings. And I was like, I got to get out of here. So I stayed as long as I could and just booked out of there. And I was like, I'm not going to make it home. So I said, I want to jump on this call, be with you guys. And it's a pleasure for me to be here. I apologize for my settings, but hopefully the word is still a positive for you guys.
It's perfectly fine. It's a point about being flexible. Thanks for your availability. Over to you, sir.
Definitely. So I just want to say thank you guys for having me. I just want to share with you my story. I grew up in a single parent household. It wasn't my mom. It wasn't my dad. It was my grandmother. And, I did face some struggles of not having that male figure around, not having that male father figure that I could look to. And, I ended up searching and found one of my coaches to be that guy. I sat down with him. We really talked about where I wanted to go as a young man. I knew from day one what I really wanted to be, what I wanted to do with my life. And that was to play baseball. So I really focused on the game itself and how it was played and everything about it, because I really believed that I was going to make it there. And, I had, his name was James Robinson. I had James in my life probably since I was a sophomore in high school. And he really showed me more so about being a man and taking care of myself and making sure my schoolwork was done and making sure that I was at places on time and doing the right things and just being a good person. I was lucky enough to get a scholarship to go to the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. But when I got there, it was a culture shock to me. For me, I came from a school where my graduating class was 45 people. I got to college and we had classes where we were in auditoriums, 60, 70 people. And it wasn't where I can get that one-on-one attention like I did in high school. And I almost flunked out of school. My GPA was really low. I got so frustrated with being in that class setting that I stopped going to classes. I just went to practices, and at the end of the season, at the end of the semester, I was at a point where they told me they were going to pull my scholarship from me and I wasn't going to get a chance to play. So I was actually in North Carolina with just school. I didn't have baseball for a year. I really got determined. I got focused and I got my academics up. I think at that time I got my academics up to a 3.6 or 3.4, something like that. My college coach kept his word. He reinstated my scholarship and also gave me more money. I had the opportunity to start as soon as I came back. And a year later, I was drafted by the Houston Astros. I played with them for 7 years. And then after playing with the Astros, I got released. A week later, I started coaching with the Mets. So I coached for 10 years with the Mets. And at that time, my son Donovan, who you guys know, started getting recognized for his basketball ability. So I really wanted to be home. So I asked our ownership if they had a job in New York to where I could be at home so I could be around my son a little bit more. And he's a unique story also because he grew up with his father not home for 6 months out of the year, every year for 15 years of his life. So I really only was around for about 7 full years or seven and a half years because I was always gone. But that was the way I grew up and that was the way he was growing up. But I really wanted to be around him. I've been in the front office with the New York Mets for since 2011. I went from the director of player relations to the director of diversity, equity, inclusion, which is my current job, which I started 2 years ago. And I really want to say the reason why I'm in the position I'm in right now is because of the relationships I built when I was a player, um, the friendships I developed, and the respect level that I gave people, and the respect level that people gave me. Um, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but there's not anyone in the game of baseball that could say anything really bad about me. I've really tried to build my reputation and my respect by treating people right and getting it back from them. And it's gone a long way. I've been in the game for 30 years or close to 30 years. And I think a lot of it has to do with the type of person I am and the way I treat people and the relationships that I build. And I want to say to you, when I was in high school, I had an athletic director who had mentioned there's never been anybody from our school that made it to the big leagues or made it to professional baseball from our school. So just forget about it. And I remember I said to myself, well, I'm going to make him change that speech. I'm going to be the first. And I ended up during the off season, I ended up as a substitute teacher at that same school. So I was always around my athletic director. And he said, wow, he said, you made me change my speech. You're the only person who's come out of school that's played professional sports. And it's been a good ride. I really enjoy what I do. Now I'm trying to develop a relationship with all of our employees in our front office and our leadership board to try to make it a fair and equal work environment throughout. And I think it's going pretty good. I'm learning on the job. It's something new. But I really believe, and this is what I want you guys to understand, and this is what I was told before. If you want to do something in life, if you really, really want to do something, it's really simple to do it, but it's not easy. If you want to be a baseball player, doctor, or lawyer, or whatever, you have people that you know who become doctors, lawyers, or you know people who've been doctors, lawyers, ball players, athletes, actors, actresses, whatever it might be. It's real easy to find out the steps that it takes to get there. All right. I mean, it's really simple to find out the steps that it takes to get there, but it's not easy. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the time. You have to sacrifice. Sometimes you might have to sacrifice sleep. You might have to sacrifice hanging out with your friends. One of the things that I learned at an early age, and I got to compliment myself, was I had a best friend in high school who, you know, I saw him, me and him had the same dreams of playing professional sports. And I noticed that he was going down the wrong path. He wasn't hanging out and doing baseball as much. He was hanging out more in the corner. He wasn't, you know, at the ball field with me much more. He was chasing the girls. And eventually, you know, he started drinking and doing drugs. And I told him the hardest thing I ever had to do was tell my best friend, yo, man, I can't rock with you anymore. I can't do that because it's not taking me in the path that I want to go. And eventually he ended up doing something that got him put in jail, and he ended up struggling for a while. But if I would have kept hanging out with him and kept doing what we were doing, it would have been me and him in that situation. So sometimes you have to step away from the people who are taking you down a bad road, or you got to realize that, hey, it's okay to step out on your own. And that's what I was able to do. And, you know, I was just named to my high school Hall of Fame just recently. And while we were there during the ceremony, I remember talking with all my classmates, and they were like, man, you were crazy. We used to go by your house. You were throwing the baseball against the steps, throwing the baseball on the side of the house. You were down in the park by yourself, just working on your game, and you became a professional athlete. So they used to joke with me or joke on me and you know, make fun of me. But now they look back and they're like, man, you really put in that work. So I would like to say to all you, thank you for having me. But like I said, I really believe if there's anything that you want to do in life, it's really simple. All right. But it's not easy. And sometimes you have to sacrifice a lot to get what you want. And I want to flip it real quick to my son. I've had the opportunity as an athlete, as a father, I'm really I'm really proud of what both my kids, my daughter who's playing lacrosse at American University, and my son who's playing with the Jazz. But the one thing that I've noticed about my son, and I hope that you guys can take something away from this, is that when he was at Louisville, we were at his apartment, and about 11 o'clock at night, he was like, "Dad, I want to go shoot." So we went over to the gym, and we were in the gym at 11:30, and we finished around 1:30, and all he wanted to do was shoot. He had that basketball shooting machine. He took about 630 shots that night. Fast forward that to his second year in the NBA. I think they started the season off. They played the Golden State Warriors, and he scored 19 points that first night, but didn't shoot well. I thought we were going to dinner that night. We ended up going to the practice facility, and we stayed there till 2:30 in the morning. And all he did was shoot jump shots coming off the screens. I'm in dress slacks and shoes, and he's using me as a defender to work on his game. I say that to say this. Him having success at that level is not an accident. It's not luck. He puts in the work. He puts in the time. And I really say to all of you, if there's something that you want, sacrifice, put in the work, put in the time. Remember, it's simple, but it's not easy. All right. So hopefully what I'm saying right now resonates with you. And I hope if there's any way that I can help you guys out in the long run, please, I'm here for you. So, and yeah, Morris, I think that's how you say your name. Success is not an accident. You just got to be ready for your opportunity. All right. Because opportunities will come, but opportunities won't keep coming to someone who's not prepared. So good luck to all of you. And I hope that what I said today resonates with you guys. And I hope that I can help you guys out in the future.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell, Sr. right there. The things you shared, I made a note of this one. I know that one of our viewers will type this in. It's whatever you want to achieve. It is simple, but it's not easy. It requires sacrifice, requires determination. And those of them who right now know the shooting skills and prowess of Donovan Mitchell from Utah Jazz, as you said, he had put in the work to get the result. Sir Mitchell, thank you for go ahead.
Thank you. And Ricardo, I just want to say that me saying that it's simple, but it's not easy, that didn't come from me. I even now in my role with diversity, equity, inclusion, I'm always on YouTube listening to motivational speakers, just trying to hear their thoughts and some things that they've gone through, because like I said, I'm new to my job, so I don't know it all. So I'm always looking for information. I'm always learning. And I implore all you guys to just keep listening and learning and trying to figure out the next steps and where you want to go. I think the guy before me was teaching you guys a roadmap, how you guys want to reduce some of that stress. And that's the best way to do it. Learn from those who've done it before, and, good luck to all of you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks for taking the time. Thank you for gracing our young men today with such motivating words. Sir Mitchell, thanks very much. And parents, this is what our young men get as we try to find some inspirational speakers to speak to drop nuggets of power and nuggets of grace and nuggets of inspiration along the way for them. You heard from Dr. Booker today, Larry Booker. You heard from Jeff. You heard from right there, Donovan Mitchell Sr. And right now, it's my pleasure to introduce to you one of our other mentors. He's the one that we have to keep a very close eye on. He's a friend, he's a colleague, and he's an expert in his field, Dr. Maurice Cassell. Doc?
Wow, Ricardo, this has been absolutely amazing. What a great honor it is to share with young men who are destined for greatness and who will change their world. So listen, I want to share some things for the next 3 minutes or so that will help you to get through difficult times for all of us, whether it's at home, school, with friends, or just in life, right? So I'm going to share these tips with you. I want you to write them down. I want you to think about what I'm going to share with you. So I actually need your help for this, all right? So young men, all of you who are listening, I need your help. I've got a balloon right here. I hope you can see the balloon. Can you see that? Give me the thumbs up. I've got a balloon right here. I'll step right here. And this is what I need you to do. I'm going to give you an opportunity to count to 3 to see how big I can blow up this balloon. Mercy, what is this guy doing? Listen again. So you're going to count to 3. And I want you to help me. You got to shout. You got to cheer me on to see how big I can blow up this balloon. So here we go. Count to 3. And let's see how big I can blow up this balloon. There we go. Count me off.
1, 2, 3. Come on, Doc.
One more. Here we go. Good job. Good job. So someone is saying, Ricardo, why would Dr. Moraes have them, count off and me blow up a balloon? Here's what I want you to think about. How did I get the balloon to be blown up? Well, I had to release air into that balloon. I had to get the breath out of my lungs, out of the inside, and I had to get it in the balloon. Listen, young men, and those of you who are watching, if you're going to get through difficult times, you're going to have to release those things that challenge you emotionally and mentally. Just like I released it in the balloon, you need to put that stuff somewhere. The second thing is I had you to cheer me on. You were cheering me on. You were giving me the thumbs up. You were hoping that I wouldn't pass out. You were hoping that I would get to it. Listen, I needed encouragement to get that stuff in the balloon. We want to remind you, young men, and those of you who are watching, that you are not alone. So here are 4 things I want you to take away from this time, how to get through difficult times. Number 1, feel what you feel. You heard me say it. Write it down. Feel what you feel. Sadness, anger, anxiety, frustration, joy, happiness, hopefulness, worry. Feel what you feel. It's okay. Number 2, name what you feel. Put a name to it, or try to put a name to it at least. Say to somebody, I'm tired, I'm frustrated, I'm afraid, but I'm going to be okay. Number 3, tell somebody what you feel. Can I say that again? Tell somebody what you feel. Find someone and make them listen. Even if you have to take them by the face and say, listen, I'm hurting, I'm afraid, I'm worried, and I need help. And number 4, deal with it. Find ways to deal with it, right? Deal with it. Find ways through prayer, singing, exercise, doing something fun, writing, play video games, play a sport, dance, deal with it. And listen, say to that thing, you have no power over me. And listen to the word I want you to get. You got to type this word as I wrap up. Here's the word, Godfidence. What did I just say? Godfidence. What does that mean? I've got confidence in God. So anxiety might be big, but God is bigger. My friends, I want to encourage you, find a place to put your stuff and remember that you're not alone. And here's the last thing I want you to do for me. I've got to give you an exercise. For the next 21 days, I want you to write down 2 things that you are thankful for. Thankfulness helps us to get that stuff that's on the inside, to put it on the outside, and to help us realize that we're going to be okay. So for the next 21 days, write it down in your phone, in a journal, somewhere. And my friends, let me remind you again, find some way to put that stuff, and remember, you're not alone. Ricardo, back to you.
That's why we have these mentors around to even teach us new words. You got that one? Godfidence. You got it, right? Godfidence. Yeah, that is confidence in God. All right, great. So that's it. That is our Dr. Moraes Cassell, one of the mentors that your young men will benefit from, have been benefiting from, and one of your young men who is who have been part of the RBM. One more time to let you know what RBM is about. Raising Black Men Mentoring Program is designed to uplift our sons, to empower our brothers, to engage our community, and to impact our world. It's moving from becoming an endangered statistic to becoming empowered men of standard. That's who we are. That's what Raising Black Men is about. Now, I'm imploring you as we wrap up the program for today is to go over to raisingblackmen.org. That's raisingblackmen.org. Help us to be the change that you want us to be. Help us to be the change that you want to see. It doesn't make sense we cry about, oh, here are the things going on with our young black men. Here are the things going on in the society. They are in danger. They are a statistic. If you can make a difference, we can do it together. Sign them up for Raising Black Men. And I want to invite my mentors who are waiting in the background to come on over. And by the way, you can be a part of this by donating to raisingblackmen.org. You can donate, you can cash app, you can do whatever you can do to be a part of us. You can help us to be the change. The cash app is $RBM 2022. That's RBM 2022. Or you can simply go over to raisingblackmen.org, click on the donate button, and partner with us, pledge with us as we make a difference in the lives of our young men. Help me to bring on the screen. Are you there, gentlemen? The brothers who are apart, who are in the background, Dr. AJ Daly running the ship behind the scenes, Deacon Dwight, Jeff Goburn, Dr. Maurice Cassell, the games, we call it the gamesman extraordinaire, Ron Cooper, Bishop Dr. Uton Lang, Vaughn Walters, as part of this. Ladies and gentlemen, these are just some of the men that your sons, your brothers, your grandsons, the young men in your life will be exposed to, will be interacting with every time. Whenever they want us, we're there. We have given them email addresses, telephone numbers. We are intended to be available, accessible, reliable, and to give them a place to be vulnerable. One of the things we want to let you know is that it is important that we protect their privacy. So for example, every last Sunday when we meet, it's not a public event as this. We do it private. We just do a Zoom call in order to protect their privacy. It is my pleasure to have founded and to be leading this amazing group of men and of young men, what we call Raising Young Black Men Mentoring Program. So as we wrap up today, thank you so much for being a part of it. We're a stickler for time because our young men will not have anything to do with over more than an hour. So we're now at an hour and 15 minutes. That's how long we'll go. If Elias is on, hi Elias. Elias is a 10-year-older who told us, is this 1 hour or not? And we have to be wrapped up in an hour. That's the fun we have. That's the joy that we spread. That's the life and power that we try to give. So for another year, this has been Gear Up 2021 from your mentors at RBM, Raising Black Men Mentoring Program. Together we can say it, to be the change you want to see. One more time, guys. Let's say it together off mute. Help us be the change that you want to see. Yeah, that's who we are. That's who we are. On behalf of all the men of RBM, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for supporting us. Again, go over to raisingblackmen.org. Help us be the change you want to see. I'm Ricardo Bryan. Have a great evening and blessings to an amazing school year 2021. God bless. See you soon.
Thanks.